today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the new-look Lion offense here in 2021, led by their quarterback in his first season in Detroit after 5 in L.A., Jared Goff.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield first. He'll throw it short if he has to. But bottom line, he wants to put a lot of pressure on the defense with his arm.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for...
And, oh, right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he's going to go down again. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
7 yards, the pickup there. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 26 yards. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Hey, Charles, we take a look at the 49ers draft class for 2021. They got their quarterback in Trey Lance, but it paid a hefty price to do it.
Yeah, this is kind of an all-in strategy by head coach Kyle Shanahan and GM John Lynch. They won't have first-round picks for the next couple of years, but it'll be worth it if they have found their quarterback in Trey Lance. As for the rest of the draft, I really like the pick of Aaron Banks in the 2nd round, the guard out of Notre Dame. A team that loves to run the football. He's an absolute people mover at the line of scrimmage, as well as the running back at number 88 overall, Trey Sermon out of Ohio State.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
Goff throwing complete for Swift. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game,
under pressure, they got him again. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Sermon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him. But at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it, and they did.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Ugo Amadi there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On the handoff, Sermon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. He's been pretty good. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, It starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a handoff. Sermon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's Sermon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the 50, it's Goff. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Aleem McNeil brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a run with Sermon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Gould is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start out in Indy, Seattle in town for the season opener.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They run. Here's Sermon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3 yards remain for second down. Again, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Sermon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is Sermon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. They set up the screen for Sermon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gone. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing again is Goff. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Dee Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On second down, it's Sermon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
To throw is Garoppolo. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Play action. Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
To the right side, this is Sermon. And he gets it down to the 32.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now Goff on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Dee Ford getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and a mile. Here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Running left is Sermon.
Shedding the tackle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my deep.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it should.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Finding Williams once more, complete.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
From the red zone now, Goff.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving,
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On second down, another shot for Sermon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take